And federal regulators have seized First Republic Bank and sold it to JP Morgan Chase. This is all in an effort to suppress new weaknesses in the nation's banking industry. This makes San Francisco's based bank the third financial institution to be taken under government control this year. Justin Andrews is at First Republic branch in Oakland.
And here's what this means. It means about 84 of the First Republic branches across the U.S. will now be JP Morgan Chase. So the sign you see behind me will likely be changing in the near future. First Republic follows Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank. Both experienced runs last month and were taken over by the government. As with Silicon Valley, a significant share of First Republic's deposits were uninsured, which made it more prone to withdrawals from nervous customers. The FDIC says all depositors of First Republic will now be depositors of JP Morgan, and they'll have full access to their deposits. The FDIC said it estimates the cost of the deposit insurance fund will be about $13 billion. One of the things blamed was poor management when it comes to these failed banks. Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna spoke on that yesterday before this news broke.
Obviously, there was mismanagement. One reform we should have is that bank executives should not be on the board of the Fed, regional Fed, that's overseeing them. And I think that's a lesson. I also think there needs to be a clawback of his bonus. There needs to be a clawback of executive compensation and far tougher rules on bank executives who have failed banks.
So this move is one that will hopefully restore confidence in the nation's banking industry. Back to you.
And joining me now to talk more about the sale of First Republic Bank in San Jose is San Jose State Professor of Finance, Dr. Julian Vogel. So, Doctor, thanks for joining us. First, how did we get here and what contributed to the failure of First Republic?
Thanks for having me, Ryan. Well, what contributed to the downfall of First Republic was really the same that contributed to the downfall of Signature or of Silicon Valley Bank. It was the elevated interest rates by the Fed, which then led to a markdown in treasury assets. And unfortunately, they stoked panic among investors, especially among investors with $250,000 or more deposited with the respective bank, who then withdraw their money, which of course made it harder for the bank to operate since they had less deposits.
So what exactly does this mean and this takeover mean for customers at First Republic Bank? Is their money safe?
Well, that depends. If you have $250,000 or less deposited, then yes, your money has always been safe. Your money is safe. Everything's fine. If you have $250,000 or more deposited with First Republic, then your money now is a lot safer than it was yesterday, and you can rest a lot easier. The main difference is that you're now a customer of JP Morgan.
And what does this mean for the banking crisis? Is it over now? Is this another sign we can head toward a recession? Also, I mean, could other banks fall?
Well, like I said, first of all, this is all speculation, right? If another bank falls or not, this is complete speculation at this point. However, the facts are that the interest rate levels remain elevated, justifiably so, but those elevated interest rates mean that other banks as well had to mark down their treasury assets. And it's possible that other banks with a lot of depositors with $250,000 or more who risk losing at least a part of their deposits may be panicking because of that, maybe withdrawing their funds, and thus this may lead to a run on the bank. However, as we've also seen by the FDIC stepping in and brokering a deal with First Republic, the federal government, the attention is on these banks. So the federal government is very much interested in taking swift and rather decisive action to stop any downfall from affecting negatively the bank's customers.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Julian Vogel with San Jose State. Always good information.
Thank you.
And also happening now that